What's up, everyone? Welcome to the video. Today we're going to take a look at how to get a Ford Explorer unlocked, opened, and started if the key fob dies. I'm going to be demonstrating this on a 2014 Ford Explorer in this video, but it will be the same on a few different years. And this is only going to apply to the Ford Explorers that have a push-button start ignition. So I've taken the battery out of this key fob to demonstrate. As you can see, none of the buttons are working and our vehicle's locked. So the first thing we need to do is to remove the emergency key that's in the bottom of the key fob. That's done by pressing this release on the back of the fob that my thumb's on, and then the emergency key will come out like that. Now I'm going to use this emergency key to unlock the driver's door. So I'll put it in there and I'll turn it to the right or clockwise to unlock. And then after we unlock, it's a good idea to go ahead and throw our key back in our fob just so we don't lose it. Now, as soon as I open the door, the vehicle is going to start beeping. And we're going to have about 10 seconds before the full-blown alarm goes off. How we're going to prevent the alarm from going off or stop it from going off if it does is we need to start the vehicle. How we're going to start the vehicle with the dead key fob is I'm going to get in, I'm going to place the key fob in the transmitter pocket in the center console, and then I'll be able to start the vehicle as I normally would. All right, let's give it a shot. So you hear the vehicle beeping at me there. We need to come over to the center console. And in the bottom there is the transmitter pocket. The key fob needs to sit in there like that. And now we'll need to start the vehicle as normal. Brake, stop start button. And as you heard there, I didn't quite get to it in time. But let's take another little shot. That's how the key needs to sit in the transmitter pocket like that. And as you heard, if the alarm goes off, as soon as the vehicle starts, it will turn it off. And then once the vehicle's started, you'll be able to drive as you normally would. And the only other thing you'll want to do is to replace the battery in your key fob as soon as you can. And I'll put a link in the description box of this video on how to replace the battery in this key fob in case you're unfamiliar. If you have any other questions, please let me know. If you could take a second to like and subscribe, it helps us out, and I'd appreciate it. Thank you.